Good morning, McVeigh students. Time for another workout here with Mr. Palka. Time to get that blood flowing and get moving this morning. We're going to keep continuing working on interval training. Boys and girls, what an interval is it's a period of time that you determine ahead of time that you're going to either exercise for or that you're going to rest in between exercises. So we usually do these things based on a minute. Now, boys and girls, how many seconds are in a minute? You need to know that first. I'll give you a second to think about that. Now, it's been a long time since you've been at McVeigh, but I know that you've been having school every day with your teachers. How many seconds are in a minute? If you said 60, you got it right. There are 60 seconds in a minute. So with interval training, we're going to pick a certain amount of time that we exercise for. We're going to pick a certain amount of time that we rest for. We could exercise for 30 seconds. We could rest for 30 seconds because 30 plus 30 equals 60. So that would give us 1 full minute. We could exercise for 20 seconds. We could rest for 40 seconds. Some of you are probably saying, well, that sounds a little bit better. We could exercise for 10 seconds and rest for 50 seconds. So it all depends what you want to do. We're actually going to mix it up a little bit. And those of you that are joining us from another day where we did this, it's going to be a little bit different for you. I know that some of you are tuning in every day, regardless of the grade level assignment. So what we're going to do is we're going to exercise for 50 seconds. And 50 plus what equals 60. That's going to be our rest period. Got a lot of dogs barking behind me here. Got to make sure there aren't any sneaking up on me. We're going to exercise for 50 and rest for 10. And then we're going to exercise for 40 and rest for 20. And then we're going to exercise for 30 and rest for 30. And then we're going to exercise for 20 and rest for 40. And then we're going to go back up again. Guys, so some of the time periods are going to be a little bit harder than others. So this is called varied interval training, where our intervals are a little bit different every time that we exercise. So I'm going to give you a little taste of what we do here. We're going to go through this sequence a few times, and then I'll let you go. And this is something that you can do on your own, that you can practice on your own. It doesn't matter what grade you're in. All you need is a stopwatch, or you need a phone or some type of device that can time you. You can even use an old clock. You can follow that red second hand, that little tiny red second hand. Actually, for you guys that are watching me, it should be going this way. Okay. All right, we're going to take 50 seconds here. We're going to exercise. I'll tell you what exercise we're doing. We're going to start out with running in place. We're going to get that heart rate going immediately. Some of our exercises will be easier than others. Some of them will be tough, but I promise you that you'll have a good time and you'll get a good workout in here by the end of the day. If you can, go outside. It's a beautiful day. Have a good day. All right, boys and girls, we're going to start with running in place. We're going for 50 seconds. Pick those knees up. Ready, go. And what I'm trying to do is show you guys some exercise routines that you can do even if you have to stay in your house. You can still do these things. So you say, well, I'm not really allowed to go outside, or the parks are closed, or my mom or my dad has to work, so I have to stay inside. You can do these things right in your living room. You can even watch me, and I'll help you. I'll lead you. All right, we have 20 more seconds. Get that heart rate up. It's a good thing to get that blood pumping in the morning. Loosen everything up from sleeping all night. A few more seconds. We're only going to have a 10-second break. And stop. We're going to start our next exercise very soon. We're going to do jumping jacks for 40 seconds. Ready, go. You guys are going to have to stay with me here. We're starting out with 2 exercises that really get your heart rate going. Say, Mr. Palka, was that on purpose? Yep, that was on purpose. It's okay. You guys are tough. I know you McVeigh students. You can make it. All right, I'm checking my watch here. We got about 10 more seconds. Then we're gonna have a 20-second break. Our next exercise interval will be for 30 seconds. And stop. Feel that heart rate going? Yeah, my heart rate's beating pretty fast here. Our next exercise is going to be arm circles. We're going to go backwards. Make sure you're going backwards. Okay? We're going to start out with little ones. Go. Nice little ones. A lot of you, we do these in class. You know how to do them. Medium circles. There we go. Good job, boys and girls. Do I see some of you sitting down out there already? Stand up. Come back with us. Come on, I see you. Big circles. And stop. All right. Next exercise is going to be for 20 seconds. We're going to hop on one foot. For 10 seconds, we're going to hop on our other foot for 10 seconds. Okay? So you get a little break here. Exercises get a little bit easier because our rest period is longer. So I know that I kind of got you going there pretty good on the first couple, but now you're getting a longer chance to recover. Go. One foot. That's it. Hop, hop, hop. And switch. Hop on that other foot. Come on. Keep your balance. And stop. All right, we got a 40-second break here. Say, Mr. Palka, should we eat breakfast before we exercise? Or should we exercise before we eat breakfast in the morning, before we do these videos? Well, you know, we're doing these videos around 9:30 in the morning if you're on McVeigh's schedule, and most of you have probably eaten by then. But if you wake up earlier, it's a matter of personal preference. Some people like to eat exercise before they exercise. Some people rather do it the other way. So it's really a matter of personal preference. We're going to run in place. Go. I do both. Sometimes I eat. Sometimes I like to do it before I eat. Depends what type of exercise I'm doing. It all depends. Sometimes you need a little bit of fuel in your tank before you go exercise. And boys and girls, it is important to eat breakfast, because when we eat breakfast, it gets our engine running, so to speak. It gives your body fuel. You've all heard of calories. There's calories in food, and those calories are really just energy, and your body needs some good energy to use. Some calories are better than others. And stop. Our next exercise will be hopping on 2 feet. Hopping on 2 feet. Ready, go. You can pretend you're jumping rope. That's fine. So as soon as I eat breakfast, it gives my body some fuel to work with. It gives my body some calories. Now if I eat a breakfast that doesn't have very good calories, maybe really high in sugar or not very good nutrients, those calories will expire. And we got a few more seconds left. Those calories will expire sooner than if I eat a wholesome meal. And stop. So I want to try to eat something that's healthy, because that'll give me some good energy for the whole morning until I get to lunch. So I know some of you love your sugary cereals, but we want to try to eat healthier foods. Hop on one foot. Yeah, we're going for 30 seconds. We're going to switch at 15. And I know those sugary cereals taste good, but you want to try to eat something a little bit healthy at breakfast. Give your body something good to work with. Switch feet. And not just eat those cereals that are super high in sugar. And I know that some of you at school like to use strawberry milk and chocolate milk with your cereals. Stop. And it's good you're drinking milk, but man, it's an awful lot of sugar. You eat a cereal like Fruit Loops or Apple Jacks, and you put it in strawberry or chocolate milk, it tastes really good, but that's basically as much sugar as drinking a soda for breakfast. So we need to be careful. We need to be careful. All right, 20 seconds, run in place, go. There we go. All right, 10 more seconds. Guys are doing a good job out there. We're gonna go through one more cycle of exercises from 50 all the way to 20 and stop, and then I'll let you go. Okay, stretch my hip flexor muscle out here. I'll put one leg behind me and lean back. I can feel that right here in my hip flexors. Do the same with the other leg. A little tight this morning. Stretching out. We have about 10 more seconds. This is going to be a 50-second exercise interval. We're going to do arm circles. All right, here we go. Little circles. Let's see who has some strong shoulders here. All right, little circles. This is an old Army favorite. Maybe some of your moms or dads have been in the Army. They've probably done some arm circles. Maybe your grandparents. All right, medium circles. Medium circles. Okay, see how big we're going here? Good. Boys and girls, this is a day where Mr. Palka did not eat breakfast before these workouts, and I will be as soon as we get done here, because I'm making myself hungry. Big circles. And stop. All right. Ooh, that felt good. That felt good. We're going to loosen up with some twists. Go. Just follow me here. Some twists. This gets your core loosened up, your back loosened up, everything loosened up here, your trunk area. Boys and girls, if you play a sport like baseball, where you're really swinging that baseball bat, or hockey, or lacrosse, where you're really making that twisting motion, or some type of throwing sport, or even soccer where you have to step and kick, not a bad idea to throw some twists in there and really make sure that you loosen up. All right, and stop right there. Our next exercise will be for 30 seconds, and then we'll rest for 30 seconds. Boys and girls, we're going to do some jumping jacks as we get ready to finish up the exercise portion of our workout here. Ready, go. 30 seconds. If you ate breakfast, you may feel it rolling around on some of these jumping jacks. If you do eat breakfast, give yourself a little time before you do these videos, guys, so your food digests. And stop. I know that some of you that have PE class right after lunch, sometimes you complain. So it's the same thing. You have to give your body at least a little bit of time to digest. Usually at least 30 minutes is a good idea. Some people can do a little bit less, but usually at least 30. All right, we're going to finish with hopping on one foot. We're going to switch at 10 seconds. We're going for 20. Go. 10 seconds on each leg. keep your balance. Some of you are probably so tired you're having a hard time keeping your balance. Switch legs. There we go. Come on. And stop. All right, boys and girls, you can take that idea. What do? We exercised for 50 seconds. We rested for 10. Our second interval was for 40 seconds, and then we rested for 20. Our third interval was for 30 seconds, and then we rested for 30. Our fourth interval was for 20 seconds, and then we rested for 40. And then our fifth interval, we went back to 50 on and 10 off. Now, why are we taking some time off? Because, boys and girls, I know, and you know, that if we never took a break, most of you would get tired, because most of you at 8 years old or 9 years old or 10 years old are not used to exercising for 30 minutes straight, like a runner would be, or like a cyclist would be on a bicycle, or a swimmer who swims laps in the pool. So what do? We go hard for a period of time, and then we rest. As we rest, it allows our heart rate to recover, and then we go again. Now what we did today was we varied the amount of time we got to rest to make the workout a little more tricky. In other words, tougher. Okay, but again, if that was too hard for you, how do we make it a little bit easier? Well, first of all, we could give ourselves longer rest periods. Second of all, we could pick some easier exercises. Okay? How can we make it harder? Well, you could give yourself less rest. What else could you do? You could pick harder exercises like jumping jacks or running in place where your heart really gets beating. Okay? If you wanted to, you could mix in some stretches. And you could stretch your legs for a period of time in there. So there's many different ways that you could set up your intervals to make it either easier or harder. And boys and girls, you can even do these with your families. You can do these right in your house. Perhaps some of you have a room where you do some exercise type things in your house. You could do something like this right in your house, and you guys can make up your own workout. You can make up your own exercises ahead of time. You can make up your own workout, and it also helps you do your math a little bit. You have to do a little bit of math to do this, which I also like. Okay, boys and girls, I want you to try some of these things on your own. Practice some of these things. You can do another little workout tonight like we just did, or you can do one tomorrow, or join us tomorrow in our video for tomorrow. Boys and girls, I'm going to let you go. Stay fit. Keep moving out there. Don't just sit inside all day. Keep moving. Stay healthy. Eat healthy. And boys and girls, I'll see you sometime soon. Bye-bye.